What are we even supposed to make of the star? You'd wager it's a studio-funded movie for Fate audiences, which it is, when it's not an abysmal kids film treating its audience like they have a super short attention span through the usual collection of toilet humour, bad music cues, unlikable characters that kids should like because they're animals, and so forth. You could argue it's a backdoor experiment in keeping costs down for Sony the way Captain Underpants was for DreamWorks, which it is, except for the part where this film fails in just about every non-financial way. So, it's the Nativity story, except mostly only as the B-plot. The A-plot is boilerplate, special misunderstood protagonist shtick, embodied in a donkey. He comes across Mary and Joseph prepared to travel to Bethlehem, as he might, and though he desires to explore the world, he chooses to follow them as protection, accompanied by an old dove friend and a new sheep one. At the same time, the expected subplot of the three kings bringing gifts to the Messiah is present, though mostly to set up a rudimentary pursuit thread that registers only because of how it shows no one involved had any confidence in the actual nativity part of the film. Indeed, the more I reflect on it, the more it becomes apparent how tone-deaf the film is. When it's not mimicking anything from early DreamWorks pap to Illumination product, it's grafting the Pixar template of moving from comedy and sentiment to an action-adventure in the last third. All while Mary and Joseph are searching for an inn in Bethlehem, it's enough to give any sane adult a migraine. Otherwise, it's as generically awful as you'd expect, deviating only for as little religious asides as are necessary to justify the angle. Enough of the key points of the nativity story are glossed over that it's no first way to experience the story, and if any parent wants their kid to re-experience it, read them a picture book. That way you'll avoid any pain yourself. Even visually, it's a washout, another victim of the high-budget, high-reward stranglehold American CG animation is locked into. Say what you will about the Emoji Movie, but at least it was visually serviceable, and while Captain Underpants showed that farmed-out CG animation doesn't have to suffer, that just makes this all the more dispiriting. The awful textures and design and stiff movement all speak for themselves as being as butt-ugly as they are. In fact, this may be the rare CG animated film where the humans are more visually pleasing than the animals, though only because the animals look like corpses. I know, it's unfair to criticize getting animation that barely justifies a theatrical release out of just $20 million, but that doesn't stop me. But perhaps the most tone-deaf thing of all is the religious preaching that pops up from time to time. It makes sense, given the nativity angle, but boy does it not fit with something this shabby, only serving to make the film more misguided. It is, literally, a film for which I cannot fathom who it could actually appeal to. Those who want the religious stuff have to suffer through the kids' pablum, while those who find substance in the kids' pablum have to put up with the religious scaffolds and monologues. Those who want both won't get any satisfaction, to say nothing of those people who have interest in neither. The star is gaudy, rickety, boring, visually ugly, and lacking any appeal for anyone. When you have a film like this, it almost makes me glad most modern CG animation is rooted in mediocre territory, something this film doesn't even come close to. Thanks for watching the review, folks. As always, I'm your host, Mike Culligan of Cartoon Karma. If you like what you saw, leave a like or a comment, that'd be pretty neat. Subscribing will be even neater. Or you can check out my other videos, where I cover animation of all shapes and sizes. Perhaps you follow the channel on Facebook and Twitter. All your choice, but it sure brings a smile to my face. Until next time, folks.